Hey guys, we are back with another exciting video. Before we go any further, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. You must be wondering whether sound cards are really worth it to spend your money on. We know this is a very confusing situation and you really need to make a decision. So, don't worry. We will tell you everything you need to know about sound cards in this video and whether you should purchase one or not. When taking into consideration audio quality only, whether a sound card and high-quality speakers or headphones are worth buying is a highly subjective matter based on personal requirements and preferences. First, we need to determine the fact that why we are going in depth about needing a sound card and find out if it is even worth the trouble. Almost every motherboard in the market has integrated sound cards. And compared to integrated GPU, an integrated sound card is a lot more common and in most cases, important. But what is an integrated sound card? Well, for starters, it is more or less a chip that is installed directly on the chip that has audio connectors on it routed to the input/output panel of the motherboard. There were days when these connectors used to be average at best. However, over the past couple of years, they have become a lot better and powerful too. A higher-end motherboard will have a much better integrated sound card in terms of the performance. So, you are good to go. As far as a dedicated sound card is concerned, it more or less speaks for it. These sound cards can either be internal or external. An internal sound card will interface with the motherboard via the PCI Express slot like an expansion card and is normally installed next to the GPU. As far as the external sound card is concerned, these are mostly USB-based and will interface via the USB card slot. Now, just because you are plugging in an external sound card does not mean that the quality of your audio will increase. In many cases, the internal sound card is often better than the external one, especially on higher-end motherboards that pay extra attention to the sound cards on the motherboards. Despite the fact that the internal sound cards often provide better overall quality than the dedicated sound cards, there are still several reasons for people to go for external ones. For starters, the dedicated sound cards often bring more ports that you can use for better and more diverse connectivity. So if these things are something that are important for you, going for them is not at all a problem. If you are talking about a dedicated external sound card, then in that case, you are looking at the portability factor as well, which essentially allows you to carry your sound card anywhere you want. You can plug it in your laptop or any other device that has laptop access, and in some cases, you can even go ahead and plug them in your phone. It is a fact that dedicated sound cards are not as popular as they once used to be, but the market is clearly out there. Otherwise, manufacturers would have just stopped manufacturing them altogether. So, what makes these sound cards so popular and still relevant? Well, there are a lot of reasons as to why this still happens. For starters, one of the most common reasons why one would install a dedicated sound card is if the integrated sound card has stopped working for one reason or another, or is not as strong to drive powerful headphones. Sometimes the integrated sound card just doesn't have enough connectors, or it doesn't have the right connectors for your needs. This can be a problem, especially when it comes to surround setups. So, in the case that your motherboard doesn't have the required connectors and can't support the surround system you've got your eyes on, you will need to invest in a good sound card that actually can. Ultimately, only you can decide whether a pricey sound card and high-end audio gear are worth buying for the sake of enhanced sound quality alone. Sound cards are worth it only if you are in absolute need of one. Otherwise, you are better off without one because you would be spending money on something that is not going to be useful for you, and we do not want that, to be honest. Therefore, the best thing that we can do is to be sure that we are looking at all the right products, and that too without any issues. Considering the features that the top and the latest sound cards possess, it is suggested that they are worth buying for audiophiles like gamers, YouTubers, podcasters, and anyone in love with the clarity and the purity of the sound. We hope that you find this video helpful. If you have anything to share with us, write it in the comment section. We'll be back with another video soon. Till then, like, share, and subscribe to stay tuned.